Hi, welcome to today's 60-minute Vinyasa Yoga Flow class. We're going to be doing a power flow today with some basic options and then some advanced options as well. It's your choice to do whatever feels good in your body today. I invite you to come to a comfortable seat on your mat. You could sit on a pillow cushion if you have one, or a block or book, or even some Tupperware. Whatever it takes to get your hips a little bit elevated above your knees. And take a moment to center yourself, lower your gaze, breathe naturally. Relax your posture, maybe hunch, look down at the belly. Just release everything. And now straighten your posture by lifting your spine, drawing your shoulder blades down and together. Tuck your tailbone forward and down. Tuck your ribs in towards the spine. Lift the tops of your ears up and back, and slightly tuck your chin. Lift the crown of your head to the sky, and feel your spine grow. Just pulling the top of your head with a string up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers in front of you. And roll your shoulders forward, look at the navel, release the head down. Breathe. Interlace the fingers behind. Maybe remove the cushion. And stretch your interlaced fingers back and up. Maybe look up and inhale. Breathe. Option to stay here, or you can lower your forehead towards the floor, bringing the arms up and forward. You could relax the nose and forehead on the floor if that's accessible to you. And release the arms. Reach the fingertips forward. And slowly roll up to seated, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Now take that natural breathing. You could sit on your cushion again if you like. And let's slow it down and expand the breathing. Hi, Chico. Thanks for joining. So think about the way that we're taught to breathe. As women especially, we're taught, suck it in. And then that compresses our belly and our thoracic cavity, and it doesn't let us breathe fully. And that starves our body of oxygen and energy and removal of waste. So let's deepen the breathing first with a hand on the belly. Expand as you inhale. 1, 2. Hold on the inhale and release. Exhale, 1, 2. And at your own pace, take some slow, deep belly breaths. Feeling the belly expand on the inhale and sink back on the exhale. Add your other hand to your ribs and double the breath. 2 in the belly, 2 in the ribs, pushing forward and outward in the ribs. And exhale, let it fall. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. At your own pace, inhale. And exhale. Move that hand up to the chest, right on the collarbone. And add the chest on your inhale, pushing out. Slowing down the breathing. Opening everything, the belly, the chest, the ribs, collarbone. Expanding and inhaling. And release. Remove the cushion from under you again and lift the arms up. Pointer fingers together and the other fingers are interlaced. Your arms are by your ears. And grow your spine, lifting the fingers as high up in the sky as you can go. Without collapsing in the chest, bend to the left, lateral flex. Look up to the right and shine your chest by slightly rotating your left shoulder back and your right shoulder forward. Breathe and come back up to center. Left side. Shine your chest to the sky, look up. And back to center. Coming into a squat. So place your feet on the mat. Hands to prayer and the elbows, push the knees out. Your stance can be as wide as feels comfortable for you. And it's okay if you're up a little bit. Just keep your spine long. Tuck your chin. Maybe like a double chin. And feel a long line from your tailbone up to your spine. Plant your hands on the floor and lift the right hand up. Look up. Breathe. And place it back down. Left hand comes up. Breathe. And hand comes down. Planting your hands. Put the four corners of your palms down on the ground and lift the fingertips. Place each fingertip down, spreading them wide as you can, and lift the tailbone up to the sky. Point the toes so that the toes are parallel, and wiggle your feet inward until they're hips width distance apart. And just release the neck here and dangle. Bend the knees slightly, and then just hunch in this Quasimodo shape. Maybe start straightening your right leg and then bend the right leg, bend the left leg, then alternate, pedaling out. Slowly, gently activating the hips, the hamstrings, the quadriceps. Maybe add a little sway, like a figure eight movement. The awkward Quasimodo, but lift up a little bit. It feels really good on a computer spine. Once you get that flow, that kind of backward and forward flow. And then release, grab opposite elbows, and swing side to side. Releasing the neck down. Maybe you could add a bounce forward and back. And then release the hands. Lift the right hand up. Inhale. And turn the palm to face the front of the room. And release, lifting the left arm up. Turn the palm to the front of the room. And stretch it as high as you can. And release. Rolling up to standing, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. I think I'm going to adjust my screen a little bit. Alrighty. Sorry guys. I actually had this set up upstairs and then my internet kept cutting out up there, so I had to move down really quickly. So coming to standing in Tadasana, toes are parallel to each other, hips look distance apart. Hands are facing the front of the room. And slightly bend your knees, inhale, arms up. Hands in prayer, look up. Exhale, lower all the way down to dangling Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins, straight spine, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, left foot back. And hold here in plank. Spread the fingertips wide. Engage the core, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Lower the knees, untuck the toes, and we're going to flow through Ashtanga Namaskar, the basic option for vinyasa. So keeping the hips up, you're going to drop the knees across to the floor, and then roll the pelvis forward until you're on the mat, your belly's on the mat, and push up through the hands into baby cobra. Option to push up all the way into full cobra, lifting the hips off the mat, drawing the shoulder blades down and together and looking up. Push back into child's pose, sitting on the heels. And widen the knees so that your head, your forehead and your nose can rest on the mat. Breathe. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips into your first downward facing dog of the day. Pedal the feet out, right and left heel come up and down. And keep the knees slightly bent and lift those hips up again. Really going for a straight spine. Draw those shoulder blades back and together. Spread the fingertips wide. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, and slowly walk forward. Feet come to meet the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, straight spine. Exhale, lower, Uttanasana, dangle. Inhale, arms come all the way up, Hasta Uttanasana. Option to add a slight backward bend. Exhale, hands to prayer heart center, Samasthiti. Tadasana. Hands at your sides, palms facing forward. Do the other side. Inhale, Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Hold here. Make sure the eyes of your elbows are pointing forward. Untuck the toes, drop the knees. And Ashtanga Namaskar, knees trust chin, the hips stay up. Roll the pelvis forward into baby cobra or full cobra. And push the hips back to the heels, child's pose. You can come back to child's pose at any time during class if you need a breather. Tuck the toes, plant the hands, and lift the hips into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward and walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins. Exhale, lower Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Samasthiti, Tadasana. Let's add on. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lower all the way to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step or jump back into plank. You can flow through Ashtanga Namaskar, knees just chin again, or you can do Chaturanga, so it's like a push-up, but you're never coming more than 90 degrees down to protect your elbows and wrists. So I'm gonna come down, untuck the toes, and push up into Utthana Mukha, upward facing dog. Whether you're in Cobra or upward facing dog, draw your shoulder blades down and together. Breathe and push back, all meeting downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Lift the left foot up, three-legged dog. Open the hip out, so the hips are facing the back. And then at the side of the room, and do some circles. Opening up the hip flexors. And then the foot comes up. Slowly bring the left knee to the left elbow. Rolling the shoulders over the wrists. And kick it up again, three-legged dog. Right knee comes to left elbow. And lift. And knee comes to nose. Plant it between the hands. Plant the back foot on the mat at a 45-degree angle. And lift up into warrior two. Hands are parallel to the floor. Great, Hillary, bring that back arm up a little bit and sink forward into the knee, front knee a bit more. Great. Looks good, Shikha. Looking over the right fingertips. Bring the hands to prayer. Rotate the back foot in. And hook that left elbow over the knee. Looking up, option to drop your knee if you want. And push those hands to heart center. Looking up, shining your chest to the sky. And then release to frame the foot. Knee can be up or down. Open up to the other side. Revolving open. Bring the hands slightly back. And then bring them back to the sides. Look over the right fingertips, warrior two. Drop the right forearm to the right thigh. And look up under the left arm. Peaceful warrior. And then reverse. Bring the right arm up. Left arm comes to the thigh. Hold the shin. Calf. Rotate back. And one more reverse warrior. Side angle. You can stay here and hold, or you can drop your right palm to the floor. You could stay here, or you could take a half bind or full bind, grabbing under the leg, clasping your hands together, and lifting your heart to the sky. You could stay here and hold, or come into bird of paradise, walking the left foot in, choosing a drishti, that's a spot in front of you, unmoving to balance, keeping the hands interlaced, and lifting the right foot. If you have the balance, extend the leg, straighten the spine, and release. Coming back down the same way you came up, meeting in warrior two. Rotate the arms down to frame the front foot and kick it back up to three-legged dog. Lower to downward facing dog. Drop the hips onto the heels and lower in a child's pose. Let's take a cleansing breath all together, inhaling through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. Inhale. One more time, releasing some heat. Inhale. Sigh it out. Plant the hands, tuck the toes. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, and walk forward or jump forward. Halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, lower Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Samasthiti, hands in prayer, heart center. Tadasana. To the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and step or jump back, and flow through your vinyasa. All meeting in downward facing dog when you're ready. Oh, I'm having a microphone falling out of my ear issue. Lift the left foot up, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee comes to left elbow. Shoulders come over the wrist. Push the foot back up. Left knee to right elbow. Kick the foot back up. Knee comes to nose. And plant between the hands. Plant the back foot at a 45-degree angle and come up to warrior two. Stacking the knee over the ankle. Really bend into that front knee. Looking over the left fingertips. Your feet are intertract. And then bringing the hands to prayer. Rotate that back foot. You're on the toe, back foot. And then hook your right elbow over to the left knee and push your hands to heart center. Look up and breathe. Option to drop your knee and untuck the toe. And then rotating open to the other side with the knee down or the knee up. And then back into warrior two, planting that foot, back foot, dropping the left forearm to the left thigh. Look under the right arm. Reverse warrior, look under the left arm. Side angle. And dance your warrior one more time. Keeping that front knee bent. And on the last one, you can stay here, option to drop that palm to the mat. Shine the chest to the sky. You can take the right arm behind you, interlacing hands for a bind. Keeping that chest shined up. Option to come into bird of paradise. Bringing the right foot in. Finding the focal point, lifting up, straight spine. Extend the leg, Straighten the spine. Breathe and balance. Looking good, guys. Release the same way. Meeting in warrior two. Cartwheel the hands to frame the foot. Kick the left foot back up, three-legged dog. And downward dog. Drop to child's pose. We'll take 2 cleansing breaths. Inhale. One more. And tuck the toes, lift the hips. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk forward or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Hands to prayer, heart center. We'll build one more flow and then we'll move to one more balancing poses and then warm down. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, lower all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plank. Flow through your vinyasa. And push into downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up. Open the hip, an option to do circles here. Or if it's available to you, ground into the left palm and flip your dog open. Left heel is flexed. Down your chest to the sky. Wild bang. Breathe. Feel your collarbone and pecs open. Rotate back. Kick up. Right elbow to right knee, or right knee to right elbow. Foot comes up. Right knee to left elbow. Hold here, or kick the foot out. So the outside of the right foot is touching the floor. And open the left arm up. Revolve side plank. This is great for computer posture, Shikha. And lower. Foot kicks up. Knee comes to nose. And plant it between the hands. Plant the back foot at a 45-degree angle. And take both hands and imagine you're on a beach. You're on a sandy, white sand beach. And you're gonna swish the sand over to the right. And swish it to the left. Release your head and relax. Knees can be bent or straight, whatever. And then bring your hands to prayer. Bend into the left knee. Dandasana. Your back foot can be up or down. I can't really do it with my back foot down, but most people do it like this. And then we're gonna come over to the left side, so you can put your hands down and switch. Come back to the other side. If you don't need your arms, you're really gonna build some hamstring and quadricep strength. And on the last one, grow open all the way, 5-pointed star. And breathe. Bring the feet a little bit closer and point the toes outward. Bring the arms down into cactus and bend, goddess pose. Utthita Konasana. Inhale, straighten the knees, hands to prayer, look up. Breathe. On the exhale, lower to goddess. Sink into those hips. Inhale up. And exhale, goddess. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Kick the right foot up. Lower to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Maybe take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, lift the heels, walk forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Samasthiti. Tadasana. Other side. Last standing flow. I hope you're as sweaty as I am. Inhale up. All the way lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back into plank and flow through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Remind yourself to try and get that triangle shape. Lift the tailbone up, bend the knees. Bring the shoulder blades back and together. Then lift the left foot up. You can open and do circles. Or option to flip the dog. Opening up. Kick out the right heel. Wild thing. Push that right hip up. And flip back over, right foot comes up. Right knee to right elbow. Right foot up. Right knee to left elbow. Hold here, kick the foot up, out, and lift the right arm. Look up, shine the chest to the sky and breathe. And lower down, kick the foot up, knee comes to nose, plant it between the hands, plant the back foot at a 45-degree angle, coming up hands in prayer, swish the sand, side to side. Look at the back wall, releasing the neck. An option to bend into the right knee. Skandasana. Switching over to the other side, with or without hands. Switch. Great, Shika. Awesome. And one more time, switch. Grow all the way up, 5-pointed star. And breathe. Looking good, Hillary. It's like the power pose we do before public speaking. It gives you so much confidence and energy. It really activates everything. Windshield wiper your feet in to shorten your stance a little bit. And point the toes out, coming down into goddess. Arms are parallel to the floor. One day, legs will be parallel to the floor. I'm not quite there yet. Inhale, straighten the knees, look up. Come down to goddess. Inhale up. Goddess. And on the last time, just bend your knees, bring the hands to the hips, point the toes inward, and widen your stance again. Looking forward, tuck your tailbone in, shoulder blades down and together. With a straight spine, we're going to hinge at the waist, coming down. Looking forward, straight spine. Grab the ankles. You can shorten your stance if you need to. And then lower the head, look at the back wall, relax the neck. Grab the heels, so cup them underneath. When you're stable, bend your elbows and pull on your heels. Feel your neck get longer. Open space between each vertebra. Release the hands. Place the palms on the mat under your face. And walk the palms back towards the back of the room. Maybe lengthen your stance a little bit if it feels available to you. Eventually the head comes to the floor. Bring the hands, walking them in front of you. Could shorten the stance. Lift the right hand up. Look up. Palm faces forward. Breathe. You're going to swing that right hand under the left arm and grab the left ankle. Pull on that ankle and twist your chest up to the sky. Pull on the ankle so your elbow's bent. You might be feeling this in your deltoid, scapula, side body. And release. Right hand comes to meet left. Left hand comes up, look up. Turn the palm forward. And stretch that arm up even higher, even more back slightly. And then swing it under the right arm. Catch the right ankle. Pull on that ankle and shine your chest up to the sky. Breathe here. And release the hands forward. Walk them back. Scooch the toes inward slightly. And then inhale all the way up, five-pointed star. Walk the feet together. Hands to prayer heart center. Breathe. And Tadasana. I'm going to do one balancing pose, dancer pose. So you're going to take your right hand out, right elbow is at your hip, and your palm is facing up to the sky. You're not going to twist your hand at all. So imagine mom is giving you money. You've got money in your hands and you don't want to drop it. So I'm going to do it from the side. You're going to inhale the left hand up. Take that hand without twisting and grab the foot. You could grab from the inside or outside. I prefer to grab the inside of the foot. And then find a drishti. It's a point on the wall in front of you. Unmoving, stare at it to help you balance. And kick the back foot up and back. And you could hinge and lower. Balance here, kicking up and back. Looking forward and release slowly, gently. And then other side, this side. Left hand comes out. Ground yourself, find a drishti. Left ankle comes up. Grab that ankle. Inhale the right arm up. Staring at your drishti, kick that leg up and back. And forward. Wow, Shika looks amazing. Bend, balance, breathe. If you come out, it's okay. And just come back in. And release. Hands to prayer heart center. Tadasana. Let's do a cleansing breath. Inhale. Side out. One more. All right. We're going to try one inversion. I'm going to give a basic option and then a headstand option. And both of them sound complicated, but they're not. If you have a wall, you might want to use the wall, but you don't really need it for the first basic option. For the headstand, you might want a wall if you're going to try it, but no pressure. So lie down on your back with the knees still up and palms face the mat. Bring your shoulder blades down a little bit and tuck them under. And you're going to lift the feet and kick them over the head, all the way lifting the hips into plow position. Tuck your shoulder blades down and under one more time. Option is stay here. Or you could bring your hands to the lower back, knees to the forehead. Support your back with your hands. And if it's available to you, kick your feet up. Supported shoulder stand. You can stay there, or if you'd like to try headstand, bring your knees down to your forehead and roll out gently, gently. Excuse me. So, headstand, it took me so long to learn because I just thought I needed a really strong core to do it, but you don't. I have like the hugest belly ever. Like, you just need confidence, and you also need to fall a couple times to remind yourself how resilient the human body is. So if you're trying headstand, come up onto the knees, make a little basket with your hands, interlacing the fingers, and you're not going to actually be putting your head on the hand and balancing on the hands. They're just to guide your head and kind of hold it there. Your head is going to be on the floor. So you're going to put that basket down, elbows or shoulder width distance apart. Put your head down, so that's like the crown of your head down. I'm not putting my head on the hands. And then bring your hips up. You can walk them in a little bit or not. And then lift. Wherever you are, breathe. It's a good idea not to turn your neck in this posture to avoid head injury, neck injury. So I'm not looking at you, but I'm sure you're doing a great job. And when you're ready, slowly lower both feet. Wherever you are, gently gradually come into child's pose. Resting the nose and the forehead on the mat. Walk your hands in and push yourself up to seated slowly. Do a couple crunches. Coming into seated. So feel your hips supported by the ground. Lift your hands parallel to the floor, palms up. Bend back slightly with a straight spine and lift your feet. Navasana, boat pose. Option to keep your feet straight or not. What we're going to do is we're going to expand almost all the way to lying down in Shavasana, but just 1 inch above the ground. So on a count of 5, first take a big inhale and release it on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here and up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. Last time. 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax all the way down onto the floor. Turn over into a fetal position on the right and use the left hand to push yourself up to seated. Take your right foot, bend the knee, left foot comes on top, bent knee, shoelace pose. Try to smoosh those knees to stack on top of each other if you can, but not to the point of injury, just whatever feels good in your body. Inhale, arms up. And bend forward to drape yourself over the legs. And just breathe here. It's a great hip opener, targets the sciatic nerve. Release the legs, switch sides. Right knee comes on top. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, and lower the head. Just drape yourself over and relax. Release, coming back up. Bring the legs open wide, and then bring the right foot to the left thigh. Inhale the arms up. Turn to that left foot, bend the knee, and hook the foot, bringing the forehead to the knee. Gently push that heel forward as much as you can, straightening the knee as much as is accessible to you. Maybe tilt that right shoulder inward and down to square the torso to the floor and push that heel out, flexing the foot. Option to take your 2 right peace fingers, pointer and middle finger, and grab the big toe. Take the left hand and grab the right knee. Twist open, up to the sky, look up. It's a great side body stretch, shoulder stretch. Then lift the arm up. Other arm comes up, other leg comes out. Switch legs, left thigh, left foot comes to right thigh. Turn to the right foot and bend the knee as much as you need to come down and hook that foot. Forehead comes to knee, pushing that heel out, Janusirasana. Then the left shoulder down. Engage the core, bring the belly towards the spine and breathe. Option to take the left peace fingers and grab the right toes. Right hand comes to left knee. Pull on the knee and twist up. Flying the chest to the sky. And then release, hand comes up. Come down to lying on your belly. Hands are at the sides of the chest, elbows tucked in. Push up into baby cobra. Hover the hands 1 inch above the mat and bring the feet up, knees up. Look up, inhale. Breathe here. Lift up even higher. And release the cheek to the mat. Relax. Bring the hands out to the sides. And you're going to be rolling over, twisting open, so rolling over the left shoulder. So take your right foot and cross it over your left foot and twist over the left shoulder. You could bring your right fingertips forward to deepen the stretch. You could cross one ankle over the other. And then roll back onto your belly. Push up into bow again. Inhale, option to grab the feet and lift. Looking up, stretching up, breathe. And release. Hands come out to the side. Left fingertips may be tented next to you. And roll over the right shoulder blade, opening up. My left knee is up. You could walk the left fingertips forward for a deeper stretch. You could even bring your other foot up awkwardly. That gives you a really deep stretch. And then release, coming to lie down. Push into your palms, coming back into child's pose. And then coming up to seated, drop your left hip to the floor, swing the legs around in front of you, and lie down all the way into Shavasana. Hug the right knee to the chest, and then pull it to your right shoulder, giving your chest room to expand with air. Wind release pose. Compressing the digestive organs to aid in the release of toxins. Then take that right knee, drop it over to the left side of the mat, and look over the right fingertips for a wide open stretch. Come back into Shavasana. And bring the left knee up to the chest, hug it. And edge it slightly outward towards the left shoulder. Flex the right heel forward and relax the neck on the ground. Drop the left knee to the right side of the mat and look over the left fingertips, twisting open. Coming back to center. Tuck the tailbone down and under and grab both knees, giving yourself a huge hug. Maybe rock side to side. could stay rocking or option to grab your heels and bring the feet up to the sky, happy baby. Also rocking side to side, can open the back. And then release all the way down into Shavasana. We're just going to rest here for 3 to 4 minutes in stillness. Tuck your shoulder blades down and just spread everything wide. If you find your mind wandering, come back to the breathing, counting your inhales and your exhales, filling your belly, your ribs and your chest with air. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingertips and toes, bringing activation back into the body. You could rotate your wrists and ankles. Lift your hands overhead. Stretch the feet as far away from the hands as you can. Maybe yawn. And stretch the fingertips and feet all the way over to the right hand side. Banana asana. And stretch them all the way over to the left. Back to center. Roll over into fetal position. Breathe here. Whenever you're ready, gently push into the left palm. Push yourself back up into seated. And close the class with one Om. Let me cut the music. 1 second. All right, so feel free to Om with me. Om is the universal sound that was there before the consciousness, before energy, before mass, before anything. And it's a sound that helps us to reach this meditative state. I'm going to inhale to synchronize and exhale together. So inhale, exhale, inhale for Om. Om. Thank you so much, everybody, for practicing with me today. Always a pleasure. And I'll be resuming Sunday 11 a.m. classes on a regular basis. Namaste.